how are we all doing? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, one and all. It is just a glass of Coke. How are we all doing? Merry Christmas. I'm here in my Christmas PJs. Not my idea. But when you've got a little girl and a wife who encourage this sort of behaviour, then I'm afraid I got dragged into Christmas PJs. So, happy Christmas, Merry Christmas. Hope you've all had a lovely day. Hope you're all fully stuffed with turkey and beef and any other bits and bobs you've had today. A massive thank you in the chat, by the way. I can already see Scottish GHK doing what he does, which is gifting memberships to everyone. He's basically the equivalent of Santa, this guy. What an absolute hero. Been in hospital, laid up for the last few days, and still giving generously. What an absolute hero, Scottish GHK. Love you to bits, mate. Love you to bits. What an absolute legend. Everyone else in the chat, well, I can see Nuka Pluto has just received the membership from Scottish GHK. There you go, another membership in the Premier League, Dad. Oh, he sent another one. Jesus Christ, what's he doing? Ronnie Dodge. There you go. Ronnie Dodge and Nuka Pluto both getting memberships. Love that. Fantastic. Great to see you both joining the Premier League Dad membership club. We've got our own little chat. We've got our own little stuff going on. But it's all starting from January. So you're all going to get behind the scenes videos, exclusive members only stuff. That's all starting from January. Hopefully a little bit sooner. But I'm starting to get it all put together for January. But thank you ever so much for your support for the channel. Tonight we're going to be watching Al-Riyadh against Al-Ettifaq in the Saudi Pro League. And I have been lovingly gifted by my lovely, beautiful sister-in-law. I've been gifted this, which is the way play of classic games, football quiz, general knowledge, throwback football, Premier League and world stage. So, we are just going to be making our way. It's just going to be a giant Christmas quiz, this one. I've got all these different colours of questions and quizzes, so we'll just be doing a Premier League football quiz today. And you can help me in the chat work our way through them. Lots of love, everyone. Oh, Daz, he sent another one. Sweet Lord. Premier League Dad memberships going through the roof here. Scottish GHK, what an absolute hero. Third of the live, and we've only been live 5 minutes. Unbelievable. Right, let me get rid of this. Sorry, I'm still trying to catch up with everything. I've had a day. It's Christmas Day. We're all over the place. I promise this is my first glass of Coke. It's been a lovely day though. Lots of family fun, lots of games. My little girl's been well and truly spoiled. She's delighted, and I hope whatever your family has done today has been happy and full of love and all that good stuff. Pathanlon received a gift membership from Scottish GHK. What a guy. What a guy. Callum, Feliz Navidad, how are we all doing? Feliz. Now, we should have had some Christmas tunes playing. I don't think we can really do that with the Saudi Pro League on. That's not really kosher, is it? Let's be honest. That's not exactly what we should be doing. Reese says, Key, we need to have a word about the PJs. Listen, the PJs weren't my idea. The PJs were not my idea. Strong smelling Coke. Magnus, what is this match? It's Al-Riyadh against Al-Ettifaq in the Saudi Pro League. You can watch it. It's being broadcast on QQ. QQ. Being broadcast, I'm led to believe. It's China. China. Game from China. Yeah, no, I'm pretty confident it is being broadcast on QQ. Apparently it was being broadcast on DAZN, but that turns out not to be the case. Here we go. Yes, it is on QQ. It's literally just about to start. It's just about to start. This is fantastic. Right, brilliant. I've got it on. I've got it on. Ethan, Merry Christmas. How's it going, mate? Hope you and your family have a good Christmas. SLS says 2-0. Davey-O, what channel is that on? It's on. I wish I could tell you. QQ Sports in China. Yeah. It's not, it's fully kosher. It's fully, there's nothing dodgy about it. It is 100%. It's actually kicked off and underway. I really should have got the... Right, there we go. Perfect. Okay. Excellent. We're off. We're off and underway. Harley says, only watching this because you have a... I do not. I'll have you low. I know what type of man you are. Only PNE possible reason. Only one possible reason you're watching this. I'm watching this because I do live football every single day on this channel. That's why I'm watching this. And we're gonna have a little quiz. So it's kind of an excuse to do a Premier League Dad Christmas quiz. And if you don't like that, then that's fine. Prince Rupert, alright Key, are they playing in a park? Strangest stadium I've ever seen. It's being held at the Abdul Aziz Park. Yeah, I think it's fine, to be honest. I think it's the Abdul Aziz. Yeah, I don't know. Mr. Edwards, Merry Christmas, Key. Loving the top. Cheers, mate. Thank you. It's the wife's idea, not mine. She had us put in it early doors, and I've just been in it all day. Prince Rupert. Oh, he's done that one. Sorry. Scottish GHK. Sorry, Shell. 4 attempts at getting you a membership. Hope everyone enjoys their month of perks. What a guy. What a guy. Brendan says, Happy Christmas, Key. Did you not get out of your PJs today? No, I didn't. We've stayed in the PJs playing Christmas Day, Christmas games all day. Cooked, did all that stuff. Yeah. It's a day in the Christmas PJs. That's what we do. So, I don't know what to say to you. DAZN got it on the streaming program. We're not showing it. Apparently, only do the highlights. Ah, right. Well, there you go. That's the explanation for that then. I did think they were on DAZN, but no, it's not. Abdi Samad, how's it going? Yeah, you can watch the game. Al Nasser, I love your Christmas top. Defo got over 8.5 corners on. Magnus, nice morning. Yeah, good, mate. Good. How's your day been? El Cuckoo, take a day off, for God's sake. Never, ever. Jamie Anderson, Merry Christmas, Key, mate. Merry Christmas to you, mate. Merry Christmas to you. Right, let's get the questions underway. Let's make this a quiz. What was we saying? Sorry. Yeah, if you want to watch along, I'm going to try and find you a place where you can watch it with me. Because there is a game on today. Like I said, we are watching Al-Riyadh against Al-Ettifaq in the Saudi Pro League. No, can't watch it on that one. Brendan says, please don't tell me you're a matching PJ family. Well, no, to be honest, mate, I don't like that. That's not my thing at all. But the wife is. She comes from that family where they do have matching PJs and all that stuff. We never did it growing up. But I've married into it now. So matching PJs, it's what we have to do. So I am, especially now I've got... I think if I had a son, it'd be a little bit different. I'd be a little bit but my little girl likes it, so Dad has to get in the PJs just like everyone else. Happy J Christmas Key, and Dad says, did any of our players train yesterday? And also, if Ibu is out, who takes his position? Who takes his position? I don't know, Lisha says it's on beIN Sports. Oh, is it? Oh, if it's on beIN Sports, I can whack it on then. I might be able to get it on beIN Sports on the telly, because I'm trying to watch it via the laptop. And actually, I might be able to get it on beIN Sports easier this way. That's fair enough. That's well easier if I can get it on beIN Sports. Loads easier. I didn't even think of getting it on beIN Sports. Liam says, hi, Key, Merry Christmas. Abdi Samad, it's starting. No, it started. It started. Taylor, Merry Christmas, Key. How's it going? And Magda said, good, but in Norway we celebrate Christmas on the 24th. I'm led to believe that's true. Right. Like I said, I didn't expect this live to be anything particularly special. It's not a game that we would have normally covered on this channel. However, I think it's very important that we do have a Christmas Day live. FCB, Merry Christmas, mate. You deserve it, mate. Have a good day. Have a good one. Big 26 for you. I can feel it. Good lad. Mate, big 26 for all of us. Health, wealth, and happiness. It's coming, I'm telling you. Keep working hard. Life throws curveballs at you every so often, but I'm telling you, it's all good. It's all good. Right. beIN Sports, you said, Lisha. Which beIN Sports? It's not beIN Sports 1. And it ain't beIN Sports 3 or 4. What's FCB? It's not that one. It's not that one. Which one is it? Help me out, Lisha. Graham says, Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope you've enjoyed your day. Oh, this could be us. This could be us. Is it us? Al-Riyadh v Al-Ettifaq? That could be us. No, it's Nigeria against Tanzania. Repeat. It's not that. Mick92, Key lad, how's it going? beIN Sports, it's not beIN Sports 2, I'm telling you. What's it on? Someone help me out. I have got it on the laptop, but I'm trying to get it on here. Someone said it was on beIN Sports, but it really isn't. It's just all the African Cup of Nations games on beIN Sports. Morocco v Comoros, repeat. It's not that one. Prince Rupert says, found out I was watching the wrong game. Can't find one, or only the Neom versus Al Najima one. Yeah, I think Lisha's let me down here. That's what I'm watching it on right now. Which beIN Sports, mate? Which one? Because there's like 85 beIN Sports channels. Which one have you got it on? FCB, you up early this morning, mate? Not me. Oh, sorry. Yes, no, I was. Yeah, I was. Yeah, my little girl woke us up at like 6:30, 6 o'clock. Ollie Marley, Merry Christmas, how's it going? And Scottish GHK, I had to cancel my trip to see my brother and sister-in-law's family due to health. Wouldn't be here otherwise. Not the worst alternative. Mate, like I said, massively grateful for you supporting the channel over the last however long you've been on the channel. I mean, the channel's only been going 12 months, but it feels like you've been around for a good while. And great to have you on and a massive, massive part of the community here. So a huge, huge thank you. And I really, really hope health improves and 2026 is a lot better for you. Or certainly the start of 2026 is better than the end of 2025's been anyway. And yeah, Merry Christmas to you and yours. Right. I'm telling you, this ain't getting broadcast on beIN Sports. I don't know where you thought it was getting broadcast. It's certainly not going broadcast on beIN Sports. Jake says, yo, Merry Christmas. How's it going, Jake? Wanderless, Merry Christmas, Key. Merry Christmas to you too. How's things? How hard is it to actually watch the game on the telly? I'm trying to see if I can broadcast it that way now. It's all Al-Ettifaq so far, by the way. All Al-Ettifaq. We've not really had any chances in terms of shots on target in the opening few minutes here. So yeah, there's not really been anything in the way of clear chances, at least. It is live on QQ Sports and Jacko, whatever Jacko is. I think Jacko is a Saudi Arabian version of TikTok, I believe. I don't know. Lisha, to be fair, I've got the old... I know, but which one have you got, mate? There's no way. There's no way it's on. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Come on, it's got to be somewhere. Got a new Liverpool training kit. Good lad. Good lad. It's the only game in the whole world being broadcast right now, pretty much. And it's got to be on. I refuse to believe that they're not showing it on beIN Sports. Surely they've got it on beIN Sports. It'd be foolish not to have it on beIN Sports. They've got to have it. The Jacko Cup. Yeah, it's not that one. It's not Jacko. Sports. Oh, it might be on Sports. Maybe it's on Sports here. I think it might be this one, you know. I think it is. We've got it. I've got it. I've got it. Yeah, I've got it. Banging. Absolutely banging. I might be able to get it on the telly now. Oh, that's absolutely splendid. I don't think I can actually put it in the chat, though, can I? I don't think I can actually put it in the chat. Have they kicked off? The clock's not working. Oh, yeah, yep, sorry, here we go. I'm going to put the clock on in sync with what I've got on here. 10:15, right? 10:15. I completely forgot to start the clock. Start. The lineups haven't pulled through either. I don't think, have they? Have the lineups pulled through? Interact. Right, there you go. We're off and underway anyway. Adrian, hi mate, Merry Christmas to you all. Wanderless says, it's alright, been a chilled Christmas. Bit of a tough one for myself. Lost my mum not so long ago. So Christmas and birthdays are always a tough one for me, but thank you. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, that's awful. That's absolutely... It's always hard at this time of year, isn't it, when you've lost people close to you. It's always this time of year when you start thinking about that stuff. But listen, so good to have you on, and yeah, stick around. We'll have a little festive community Christmas quiz, and we'll have a little chin wag and enjoy the Christmas together. Blake, you've kept to your word, Key. Here we are. Great stuff. Merry Christmas to you and the family. Same to you, mate. And Lisha says they are the main channel providers for the games of Saudi Arabia because it's an Arabic channel. I still can't find it. I'm just gonna have to switch. I'm just gonna have to not have it on the telly. I've got it on the laptop, but I was trying to see if I could broadcast it to the telly. Philippines, Key, my friend. Merry Christmas to you and the family. Same to you, mate. And Merry Christmas says, I'm Cruz says, Merry Christmas, Key. How was the dinner? The dinner was lovely. The dinner was absolutely beautiful. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Very, very good. We had like a mix of meats. We had beef, chicken, pigs in blankets. We didn't have turkey. Although my mum and dad have got turkey, so I might end up having a bit of the leftover turkey. But yes, right, so we're off and underway. We're 10 minutes in. I've got the game on. I'm going to see if I can stream it to the TV. I could stream it straight to the TV. No, I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to leave it as it is. I've got the game on. That's the main thing. Afzalizia, where are you watching the match? It's on Jacko, Jaco, Jacko or Jaco. You can watch it on there. That's where I'm watching it. I would put a link straight in, but I don't think I'm allowed to put that straight in. So yeah, you can watch the game live on Jacko. Have I got the lineups broadcast, by the way? Have I got the lineups pulled through? I don't know if they've come on. Rodri, Key, how are you? How was your day today? Day was very good, mate. Day was exceptional. Really enjoyed it. Little girl's had a great day. She's got loads of Crimbo prezzies and she's all excited and happy. That's the main thing. And we had some, some fun with the in-laws in terms of, playing Christmas games and all that stuff. And I've got a nice... nice glass of Coca-Cola here. And I'm still in my Christmas PJs. Scottish GHK says, the gifted memberships are random. Sorry, Key gets a bit for his hackathon, but I've no control over who gets them. Yes, sorry, I was going to say, don't blame poor Scottish GHK for that. And what we saying, sorry. Key, we've done that one. Oh, hang on. Ollie, what are you watching it on the laptop then? No, I'm watching it on the laptop now, yeah. I'm watching it on the laptop because I can't get it straight to the telly. I was hoping I could get it broadcast to the telly, but I can't. Right, let's get cracking with the questions. These are the questions I was bought today by my sister-in-law. She's done me a solid and she's got me some quiz questions for tonight's live. I am Cruises Key. We know the reason you're hiding away watching the Saudi League is because of the in-laws. That's categorically not true, just in case they're watching. I promise you that's not the reason. Right. Some of these questions are going to be very, very easy, but we'll wing through them anyway. Because I don't really know... Yeah. So, we've got world stage... I'll tell you what, we'll do one of each. We'll do it on like a rotation. We've got world stage, is the green ones. We've got throwback football, which is the red ones. We've got... Oh. Premier League, which is the yellow ones. And then we've got... Sweet Lord, Key, come on. Not that hard to open. Soft ass. Come on. There you go. That's what I was after. Right. And then blue, which is general knowledge. Right, so we've got yellow, blue, red and green. We'll do one of each and we'll just fly through them. See how many we get through. FCB says, Key, sorry for not being on recently. My iPad broke. Hey, don't worry about it, mate. It's good to have you on when you can come on. Steve McNair says, hey all, Merry Christmas to you and yours. Hope everyone's enjoying the holiday. Same to you, mate. Same to you. And Shushware says, good day, mate. Yeah, it's been a very good day, thank you. How's your day been, more importantly? Right, so first day, first question, we've got the green question. Which two countries hosted games at Euro 2020 even though their teams did not qualify for the finals? Hey, there's a question. Get your answers in the chat. Which two countries hosted games at Euro 2020 even though their teams did not qualify for the finals? FRA 88, Merry Christmas, pal from Ireland. Lots of love to Ireland. FRA 88, how's it going, mate? We're just watching Al-Riyadh against Al-Ettifaq in the Saudi Pro League. No real chances in the game thus far. Brendan says, any ex-Prem or players we would know? There are some players you'd know. The main ones, the main standout ones I would guess would be... let's have a look at the lineups on the phone here. So you've got Gini Wijnaldum, obviously ex-Liverpool, who plays for Al-Ettifaq. He's the captain as well. You've got Moussa Dembele, of course, who ex-Celtic, and who else did he play for that you might remember? Celtic, Lyon, Atletico Madrid, Fulham. Played for Fulham for a spell, yeah. So Moussa Dembele, centre-forward. Gini Wijnaldum. Andre Duda, you might remember Andre Duda, used to play for Hertha Berlin and Cologne. I think he had a spell at Norwich as well. Brief spell at Norwich, Andre Duda. And there's also Alvaro Medran, who you might remember from his time at Real Madrid and Valencia. Young Spanish player. Well, not so young anymore. And for Al-Riyadh, there's not really anyone that you'll know, I would guess. Maybe Toza, the Portuguese midfielder, did actually play for Portugal once upon a time, former Porto midfielder. Toza, T-O-Z-E, and Mamadou Sylla, centre forward for Al-Riyadh as well. He's just moved there from Valladolid last year, and he started his career in the Saudi Pro League very, very well. 5 goals in his opening 9 games. So you've got Mama Sylla up front. Johan Barbet as well, maybe centre back for Al-Riyadh as well. Johan Barbet used to play for QPR and Brentford. There's a few names in there that English faces, English names, English football fans rather will recognise. So this is the game to watch in the Saudi Pro League today. Anyway. Scottish GHK, Azerbaijan and Romania. It was, yes, sorry. That is the answer to the first question. Question 1 was which 2 countries hosted games at Euro 2020 even though their teams did not qualify for the finals? Romania and Azerbaijan. There you go. First one done. Next question is red, which is throwback football. Throwback football is... we'll not do that one. Who captained Leicester City to their Premier League victory in the 2015-16 season? In fact, I'll tell you what we'll do. No, I can't. I was going to say, what I'll do is I'll mark down whoever gets the answer first in the chat. But that might be a bit harsh, because if someone puts it in, we'll have disputes and everything. So we'll just play along. Harry Weston says Wes Morgan, as does I Am Crute. Yes, Wes Morgan is correct. FCB says, any AFCON today, mate? No AFCON today, mate. No, we've got AFCON tomorrow. Egypt against South Africa. And then we've got Newcastle away at Old Trafford. Man United, 2 big games tomorrow. Okay, now we're on to yellow questions, which is Premier League. Who made history in 2023 when she became the first ever female to referee a Premier League game? Now, let's see who the sexists and the misogynists are in the chat. Who doesn't know the first ever Premier League female referee? Mulzer says Dembele not scored yet. He's not, no. He's not scored yet. To be honest, we've not had any real clear chances in this one. It's been pretty dull. Pretty dull opening 20 minutes in the King Abdul Aziz Stadium in Riyadh. FRA says Rebecca Welsh. Lisha says Rebecca something. Harry says Rachel Reeves. 1,000 boiled eggs, Peter Taylor. It's close, but it is Rebecca Welch. Rebecca Welch, great shout. Daz Reynolds. So there you go, we've done yellow. Now we're on to blue. Blue is general knowledge. Jeez, these are a bit easy. What is the name of Watford Stadium? What is Watford Stadium? Al-Riyadh bursting through the middle. First real chance of the game for them, and it's absolutely scuffed wide. Terrible strike from Mama Sylla. Vicarage Road is correct. Yeah, Vicarage Road, correct. Back to the green. 1 from the top, 2 from the bottom, please, Carol. Who is the oldest goal scorer in a UEFA Euro final? Aged 38 years and 289 days. It was fairly recent. The oldest ever scorer in a European Championships final. FRA says Elton John Road. I Am Crute. Is it Bonucci? It isn't Bonucci. It isn't Klose from Germany. It isn't Pepe Khalid. And it isn't Ronaldo. No, the oldest scorer in a UEFA Euro final. Seska Molaka says, who wins this game? I think it will be Al-Ettifaq. They are certainly the team with the form. We've got Gini Wijnaldum. We've got Moussa Dembele up there for Al-Ettifaq. They're going to be the team, I think, to... I expect they'll get at least a point in this one. It's not Iniesta, Harry. No, it isn't Iniesta. FRA's got it right. It is Luka Modric, who scored in the 2024 final. Absolutely right, FCB. Prince Rupert, this league is as dead as I expected. About 50 people in the stands. Hey, there's 57 in the chat watching us on YouTube, and I think there's 106 on TikTok. So we got treble the people watching right now in the Premier League Dad Live than we do in the stands in Saudi. So there you go. Luka Modric was the answer. Okay, throwback football. Oh, crikey. The 1932-33 FA Cup final at Wembley, listen carefully, between Everton and Man City was the first FA Cup final to feature what? Listen says, what final did Modric score in? 2024 European Championships final, according to this. Not penalties, no. Not penalties, not fans, but a great shout. And it's not offsides. Not a penny shootout, not FA Cup, not fireworks, no. Not floodlights. I'm liking the answers, though. Clue. Charlie, back when you was a kid, right? I was a grown man by the time 32-33 season swung round. Not extra time and not cards. Numbers on shirts, says Graham. Absolutely right. Graham gets it right. Numbers on shirts. That one was for you, lads. Not long sleeve shirts. No, that was a better answer, actually. No. Right. Next one. Back to the Premier League. Yellow questions for the Premier League. Which Brazilian Premier League player has Neymar tattooed on his back? He's got a picture of Neymar tattooed on his back. Which Brazilian Premier League player? Richarlison. There you go. Harry Weston. Yes, he's got Richarlison. Richarlison has got Neymar. He's also got a picture of Ronaldo and himself tattooed on his back. Bit like Steve-O from Jackass. Sweet Lord, what a player. What a guy. Who gets 3 people tattooed on the back? Crazy. This one's maybe one for the younger crowd. General knowledge. In the video game FIFA 20, due to branding issues, Juventus were called something else. What were Juventus called in FIFA 20? What are they known as? It's not Estevao, Hugo Ekitike, and it's not Roberto Firmino, FCB. No, it was Richarlison. Pyjamas. Just in that answer, yeah. Pyjamas. First FA Cup final to have pyjamas. Lucas, Piemonte Calcio. Correct. Yeah, Piemonte Calcio are the team that Juventus were renamed as in FIFA 20. Not FC Turin, as people were saying in the chat. Right, we're back to green, aren't we? Green is world stage. These are easy, these. We just have to fly through them. In what year was the first ever UEFA Euro tournament held? First ever UEFA Euros. When was it held? Shuswa says, how are you watching this game? It's on Jacko. J-A-C-O. It's like the Saudi version of TikTok, I believe. Or the Arabic version of TikTok. But if you go on there, if you go on Jacko, J-A-C-O, just click on the homepage and then search. It says sports just underneath. Game's there, live, totally live, no problem. You don't have to log in, you don't have to do anything. I would put a link in the chat, but I don't think I'm legally allowed to, because then I'm responsible for what happens if you click on it and then you get a virus on your computer or something. Which is not my fault if that does happen, so I'm not putting a link in the chat. But if you want to search Jacko, that's what I'm watching anyway. Shuswes, how did you find that out? Google's amazing, Google's an amazing thing. It wasn't 1914, Jake, no. It was 1960. Well done, FCB and Steve. Dallas Cowboys, love that. Right, back to red. Throwback football. Who was the first player to win the European Golden Boot twice? Clue, it was in the 70s. First player to win the European Golden Boot twice. Baz, Merry Christmas, Key. Hope you've had a great day. You too, mate. You're having a really good one. Blake says Richarlison should tattoo Beto, Lukaku and himself. That's more appropriate. It's not Van Basten, it's not Hullet, and it wasn't Pele. Blake, is he German? No clues. No clues. It is, there you go. Adrian's got it. It's Gerdy Muller. Gerd Muller, what a player he was, by the way. Fabulous player. Great finisher. Still nothing going on in Riyadh. I am watching the game. I really am watching it. There's just not really anything happening. There's no real chances in the game so far. Right. Back to the Premier League. In what year did Eddie Howe join Newcastle United? What year did Eddie Howe join Newcastle? Al-Riyadh. Oh, very nearly. Al-Riyadh nearly pinching a goal at the front post there. Great defending from Al-Ettifaq. Rolo. Next Christmas is on a Friday, mate. Do you know who's playing? No, not just yet, no. Yeah, Everton. Everton are playing Rotherham in the Championship. 2020 says Reese, no. 2021, no. Blake, are the players getting double pay for Christmas? I don't think so, no. I don't imagine so. It was 2022, Hugo Ekitike, yeah. Eddie Howe took over as Newcastle manager in 2022. I know you can't see it. I don't know why I'm holding it up. Blue. Right, we're back to blue. There's a question on each side, and I look at the first question's one I don't really want to ask you. But the other one's so poor. Which football team players wore off-white Armani suits before the 1996 FA Cup final? That's easy. Mulzer says, wish this NFL would just start instead of this singing carrying on. Oh, are you watching the NFL? Doesn't do it for me. It wasn't Arsenal, Baz. Khalid says AC Milan. Before the 1996 FA Cup final, AC Milan wore off-white Armani suits, did they? No, it was Liverpool. It was Liverpool, and Fergie was fuming, says Blake. Cantona scored the winner. He did. First FA Cup final I remember watching that, really. I was around for earlier FA Cup finals, but that's the first one I really remember watching. Right. We're back to the world stage. What year was the first ever FIFA World Cup? Triple Gaming says, what channel is it on this? It's on Jacko, Jaco. If you Google Jacko, it's like the Saudi Arabian version of TikTok. You can find it if you click sports. It is there. The game is there live. You don't have to sign in or do anything. So I'm watching along on that. 2053. It wasn't 1928. It was 1930. The first ever FIFA World Cup was held 1930. And Uruguay won it, didn't they? Uruguay won the first. They won it twice, didn't they? And do you know what? I'm sure there's... I don't know if this is still a... I don't know how true this is, but I'm sure there was a player who played for the Uruguay side that won the World Cup who had a prosthetic limb. And it's still the only player to play at a World Cup with a prosthetic limb. That's always a great quiz question. There might need to be a steward's inquiry on that, but I'm pretty confident that, yeah, that was the case. There was a player who played for Uruguay in that World Cup with a prosthetic limb. Feliz Natal, says Roberto Alves da Silva. Good lad. And Odine Costa, será que se ganha? I don't know what that means, mate. Hopefully it's I love your pyjamas in Portuguese. And if so, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay. Which English football club was originally... Oh, that's so... I can't give you that one. That's really hard. Which English football club was originally called New Brompton? New Brompton. John says, surely you can take Christmas off for the TikTok lives. No, mate, not at all. I'm live every day. This is the whole plan. This is what we do. I'm live every single day on this channel. It wasn't West Brom, no. It wasn't West Brom. No, we're looking for the first. Which English football club was originally called New Brompton? John, got to respect the grind. It wasn't West Ham. It wasn't West Brom. It's not Galatasaray. Scouse B says Christmas is just another day. It's not another day. No, I disagree with that. I think Christmas is a very special day. Freddie, you're not spending time with the family. I've spent time with them all day. We've been eating, drinking and doing all sorts in terms of family games and board games and all that stuff. Watching Christmas films. We watched The Grinch earlier. And then I've left the wife with the in-laws. Give your little girl a kiss. I'll be back in a couple of hours anyway. So, yeah. I've come and watched a bit of football with you lot for half an hour, for a couple of hours. Not Wolverhampton, it's not Burnley, it's Gillingham, Scottish GHK. There you go. Which English football club was originally called New Brompton? It is Gillingham. Sorry, I was waffling there. Scouse B, it is when you have family, yeah, but I'm alone there every Christmas. Nah, mate, you with us now. You with me, I'm live every day, and every single day I'm live. You're with me, you're part of the community now. And I'm going to be live next Christmas as well. It's a pledge. For every day, for every Christmas I have air in my lungs, I promise you I'll be live on Christmas Day. I Am Crute says you watched Garincha. I never saw Garincha, no. Taylor H says, what channel is the game on, Key? Jacko, Jaco. If you Google it, you'll find it, mate. Right, what did I do last? What was the last question we did? Red, yellow, right? We're on yellow, which is Premier League. In September 2024, that's a really difficult one. Yet again, it's a really tough one, this. Really tough question. In September 2024, a new record of most yellow cards in a Premier League game was reached. 14 cards were shown. Which two teams were playing? September last year, Premier League record, 14 yellow cards. Or 14 cards, I'm guessing a couple were reds at least. But 14 cards were shown in a Premier League match, September 2024. Which two teams were playing? It's not Chelsea and Tottenham, it's not Chelsea and... Oh no, it is Bournemouth v Chelsea. Great shout, Baz. Fantastic shout. It was at the Vitality, Anthony Taylor the ref. Well, according to this, it was at Stamford Bridge, but I'll take your word for it, mate. Oh, off the post! Off the post, very, very nearly an early goal from Al-Ettifaq. I say early goal, we're 38 minutes in, but it was nearly a goal for Al-Ettifaq. Which two clubs play in the M23 derby? Edward, Merry Christmas, mate. How's it going? Well, it's the first real chance we've had in the game, to be honest. It was the centre-back who came forward, got a little glancing header, and it glanced off the far post. Unlucky. Probably the best bit of play we've seen in the game. Gini Wijnaldum's orchestrating things a little bit more in the middle of the park. Al-Ettifaq look like they're pushing on, and Al-Ettifaq might well. I've got Al-Ettifaq or draw. I'll level with you. I've got Al-Ettifaq or draw. Edward, good mate. I'm on my second Christmas dinner. Good lad. And Khalid's got it right. It is Brighton v Palace. Which two clubs play in the M23 derby? The M23 derby is Brighton Hove Albion against Crystal Palace. Back to Green. Green, world stage. What a question this is. Imagine, I've just picked this up. Why was the FIFA World Cup cancelled in 1942 and 1946? Imagine that. Imagine someone's actually thought that was a good idea to write that down on this question. Why was the World Cup cancelled in 42 and 46? I wonder. Why might it be? Have a guess. Baz, COVID. Yeah, COVID. The great 1942-46 COVID. Adam, big up, how's it going? And Hugo says World War II, how's it going? It was World War II, yes, that was the reason. The other question was which Spanish club's nickname is Los Colchoneros, which translates as the mattress makers. Come on, Key, you did Spanish. Los Colchoneros, which translates as the mattress makers in Spanish. Who's that? There you go. That's 2 for 1 on that question. It's a yellow card here for Al-Riyadh. Referee's just having a quick word with him. He absolutely scythed down. Tolls is not happy either. But it was it Sylla, actually, who's getting yellow carded. He's just having a quick word with the ref. Hindi was the player who got scythed down. Jordan, loving the outfit. Cheers, mate. You've got to get in the theme, haven't you? You've got to get in the spirit. It's not Sociedad, no. It's Atletico, Khalid. Great answer, yeah. Los Colchoneros are the mattress makers. Why are Atletico Madrid called the mattress makers? That's unusual, isn't it? Why are Atletico Madrid called the mattress makers? They are called the mattress makers because their traditional red and white striped jerseys resembled the fabric used for mattresses in Spain after the Spanish Civil War. And they adopted red and white stripes on mattresses because they were cheap and always available. How mad's that? There you go. They're called the mattress makers because of that. Wilbert says, mana. I don't know what that means, mate. Right. So that was red. Now we're on yellow. Premier League. Alex Ferguson's last game in charge of Manchester United. Who was it against? Alex Ferguson spent, how long? Was he 20 something years? 23 years manager? 23, 26? However many years he was manager of Manchester United. And his final game was against who? Key's right. It was West Brom and it was 5-5. It's also the first Premier League game. I think it might even still be the only Premier League game to finish 5-5. Is it the only Premier League game? I don't think there's been any other games finish 5-5, is there? Milenia says, Joya, tem Feliz Natal. I don't know what that means. I'm guessing, again, it's going to be about fantastic pyjamas, Key, in Spanish. So, lots of love. I remember that 5-5 as well. Yeah, it wasn't that the one where Lukaku bagged loads. He was fantastic that day, wasn't he? But yeah, West Brom 5-5. General knowledge. With which football club did Jose Mourinho begin his managerial career? In 2000. Where did Jose Mourinho begin his managerial career? Arsenal. Wasn't Arsenal. Wasn't Porto. No, it wasn't Porto. I would have said Porto as well, but no, evidently not. I knew he was assistant manager at Barcelona with Bobby Robson. I would have assumed he had a job after that, but it wasn't Porto. No, it was Benfica. Hugo Ekatiki's got it right. Yeah, Benfica. Steve as well gets it right. Yeah, started at Porto and he's currently at Porto as well, isn't he? No less. Yeah, currently at Porto. Right, back to green. World stage. Which of these African nations hasn't reached the quarterfinals of a men's World Cup? Cameroon, Ghana, Senegal or Nigeria? Which of these African nations hasn't reached the quarterfinals of a men's World Cup? Cameroon, Nigeria, Ghana or Senegal? I mean, I've definitely got... I could have ruled out 2 of them straight away. But I think I'd have been torn on the last one. I'm not sure about that. Weiler says, in Brazil, say Feliz Natal. Is that Merry Christmas in Brazil, in Portuguese, not Brazilian? Scottish GHK, it's not Senegal. No, it isn't Senegal. It's and it's not Cameroon. It's Nigeria. Jake Fitzpatrick, you're bang right, absolutely. Bruno the Goat says, surely you can have a day off, Christ. I can't, mate, no. It's central to the channel's whole USP is that I am live every single day watching games of football with you. That's what I do on this channel. That's why I'm live every single day, at least once. And we're live on Christmas Day as well. We're currently watching Al-Riyadh against Al-Ettifaq. And it's a pretty poor game. I've got to level with you. It's not been brilliant. We've seen a team hit the post. Al-Ettifaq glancing one off the post. Hindi, the centre-back. And Al-Riyadh have just had a big chance, to be fair. Sylla into the box. Great save, actually. Really, really good save from the keeper. Sylla probably should have scored that one. So Al-Riyadh should be in front. Did well, but a good block from the goalkeeper. Yay! 3-star Reds. He sent a membership through. Everyone's so generous today. It's lovely. Thank you so much, 3-star Reds. Not only has he joined the Premier League Dad Members Club, he's gifted a membership as well. What an absolute hero. And Gav's Highlights receives that membership. What a guy. Really appreciate that. Cheers, 3-star. It's Nigeria, by the way. Nigeria are the African nation that hasn't reached a FIFA Men's World Cup out of Cameroon, Nigeria, Ghana and Senegal. So it was Nigeria, that one. Steve says, what? Nigeria didn't reach that high in a World Cup? No, I thought that as well. I thought they definitely would have got at least to a quarter-final. But no, allegedly they never have. Key says, what channel is it on? Channel, it is on Jacko. J-A-C-O, if you want to watch it. You'll have to watch it on your laptop and stream it to the TV or whatever. But I'm watching it on Jacko currently. If you go and search J-A-C-O, you'll find it. Jimmy P Comedy, are you wearing PJs? I am, mate, yeah. Matching PJs. The wife, the little girl, they wanted me to wear them, so... You can call me a cook, you can call me whatever. I was told to wear them. I am doing as I'm told by my little girl. Yeah. She can still tell me what to do for now. She's still bossing me around. Right. Which team did Liverpool beat 1-0 in the 1978 European Cup final? This isn't a question written by me, by the way. I know I'm a Liverpool fan, but I am not making it about Liverpool. It is the throwback football question. F No Casual says, nah, it'll be the cooks calling you a cook, lad. I was going to say, it's definitely not, it's not through choice. I'm not coming on. This is not a fashion statement. I'm not coming on trying to oh, look at me, showing off in me designer Christmas PJs. It's just a crappy Christmas PJ set that I was gifted and told I had to wear. Forced to wear PJs, absolutely blackmailed, yeah. Hey, my little girl got given a makeup set this morning and I was very nearly coming on with a face of makeup and I've had a face of slap on if she'd have had her way. But I drew the line at that. If I'd have come on with a face of makeup and a matching PJ set, I'm pretty sure everyone would have unsubscribed immediately. Although maybe not, I don't know. maybe that's your thing. I don't know. It wasn't Juventus, it wasn't Roma. No, Liverpool played in the 1978 European Cup final. We beat them 1-0. It was Club Brugge. Club Brugge. We won 1-0. Look at you showing off, I know. Right, yellow, back to the Premier League. Which Leicester defender scored 2 own goals in one match in 2023? Right, we're on half-time here in this one. It's 0-0 half-time. Not been a particularly entertaining first half, I've got to say. So, I'm sorry. I can't control how good the game is. I thought we might see a little bit better. But it's not been a particularly strong game, this one. It was Wout Faes, yes. It was against us as well. It was, yeah, wasn't it, at Anfield? Scored 2 own goals, Wout Faes. Yep, there you go, Wout Faes 2023. Okay, on to the blue, Premier League. I've got a choice between 2 questions, and it's so grim when they're really, really bad. Who did Fabio Capello replace as manager of the England national football team in 2008? Do you know what? That's mad, that. Because that's like a Mandela effect, isn't it? Because I would have 100%, if someone had have said to me, in which order were these England managers, I'd have definitely said this guy was after Fabio Capello. I'd have 100% said he was after Fabio Capello, but apparently no. Fabio Capello replaced him. Crazy. Michael Brown says King Kenny over Club Brugge at Wembley. Good lad, Michael. And 3-Star Red says as cup holders the following season in 79. Though not a great tournament. Hugo Ekatiki LFC says Roy Hodgson. It wasn't Roy Hodgson, no. It wasn't Hodgson. Jack the Seagull says, what game is this? I didn't realise there was football on Christmas Day. There's always football, mate. Every single day there is football, and there's football always being watched on this channel. So give us a like, give us a follow. I'm live every day. It wasn't Sven-Goran Eriksson either. No, again, I'm surprised. I didn't think it would have been... I mean, you're missing the only one who we've not said. Key, Steve McLaren. The Wally with the brolly, Steve McLaren. I would never have said he was manager before Fabio Capello. I'm going to check that, because I don't think that's true. So again, it's one of them Mandela effects. If someone had said to me, Key, who was manager of England first, Capello or McLaren, I'd have 100% said it was Fabio Capello. Right, we're back to green anyway. Timbo, Merry Christmas, Clee. Clee? Put your teeth back in, Key. Merry Christmas, mate. Cheers. Chin chin and all that good stuff. I'm watching some Saudi Pro League with just some Coca-Cola. And we're doing a little Christmas quiz. So join in, get involved. We've got green, red, yellow and blue. They're all different categories. I've been bought it by my sister-in-law. She's very nice. Oh yes, Sven-Goran Eriksson. Sven-Goran Eriksson. Which team won the first ever FIFA Women's World Cup in 1991? This one should be easy, because they've won pretty much everything, haven't they? Arab Joe says watch some NFL or NBA. I can't be watching NFL and NBA on a football-related channel. I'm not Mark Goldbridge. I'm not at his level. The guy is watching Formula 1 on a football channel. I can't afford to do that. If I do that, the audience turns off. This is football. We are hardcore football on this channel only. How much Bucks Fizz have you had, Clee? I've only ever had Bucks Fizz, I think, on my wedding day once, and I'm not a fan. It was USA, Jake. Great shout. Yeah, USA. I think it was that the side that had Mia Hamm in? I don't think Megan Rapinoe would have been around then. But Mia Hamm, I think she was the US female soccer player on the roster. It wasn't China, Michael. Daniel says, Merry Christmas to you, your family, and all of the viewers today. I hope to bestow upon you many failed watch-alongs. You're very kind, Daniel, especially of Arsenal anyway. We'll watch more Arsenal, I think, in 2026. Who was the top scorer in the 1954 FIFA World Cup? Can't believe no one's going to get this. I'm not even going to... no one's going to get it, so we'll just say it. They scored 11 goals for Hungary in the 1954 FIFA World Cup. Can anyone get that? Without Googling. Wasn't Di Stefano. Wasn't Just Fontaine. The 1954 FIFA World Cup top scorer, 11 goals for Hungary. Michael Brown says Mia Hamm came on the scene in the late 90s. Really? I thought she was maybe a touch earlier, but okay. Acknowledged. I can't say I know enough about women's football in the USA in the early 90s. It wasn't Puskas. No, that would have been the obvious answer, wouldn't it? If someone says to you, who's the star Hungarian striker who scores 11 goals and gets top scorer at the 1954 FIFA World Cup, everyone's mind goes to Ferenc Puskas. But no. Sandor Koksis. Sandor Koksis. Koksis. I vaguely know the name, but I don't know it well enough to know who they played for, what club or anything. So shame on me. But Sandor Koksis was the 1954 top scorer at the FIFA World Cup with 11 goals. That's a pretty impressive 11 goals. I'm not sure how many's beaten that, to be fair. Sarah Padgett, definitely not Pele. No, it wasn't Pele. It definitely wasn't Pele. Slightly before my time, says Daniel. Right, who did we just have? We had World Cups. We're on to yellow, aren't we? Premier League. Which Premier League team had a starting 11 of only British players in August 2022. How mad is it that we're talking about this? That's actually a quiz question. Which Premier League team had a starting 11 of only British players in August 2022? They are still the last team to do that. The last team to have a starting 11 of only British players. Intriguing. Amber Minnick says you have Fire Stick remotes. I do. There's nothing, mate. You know it's not illegal to have a Fire Stick remote. I'm not even watching the telly. Yeah, I've turned the telly off. The telly's off. There's nothing on the telly. I'm watching it on my laptop. There's nothing wrong with a Fire Stick. It's not illegal to have a Fire Stick, mate. I watch DAZN on there. I've got the DAZN app. That's what I watch my National League on. It's not Burnley. No, it isn't Burnley, and it isn't Stoke either. No. Wasn't Stoke, wasn't Burnley. Shell says, Nadolig Llawen. Merry Christmas in Welsh. Am I pronouncing that right, Shell? Nadolig Llawen. Llawen. Surely it's Cl. Isn't the two L's Cl? Cl. Sarah says, I wasn't even born, neither was my mother. It isn't Rovers, Steve. No, Daniel, is this Premier League? It is, yeah. This is a yellow Premier League question. Which Premier League team had a starting 11 of only British players in August 2022? And it's the last Premier League team to do it. It's not Southampton. It's not Villa. It's not Everton. It's not Leicester. No. Premier League side, August 2022, started only British players. Not Burnley. No. Not West Ham. No bad pronunciation. It was a bad pronunciation, or it's not a bad pronunciation. I'm trying to get me Welsh going. Daniel, West Ham or Arsenal? Certainly not Arsenal. Arsenal were the first team to do all foreigners, weren't they? An entirely foreign 11. Scottish GHK, I was going to say Bournemouth, but not sure. Not Bournemouth, not Ipswich, no, not Norwich, not Sheffield United. Red Wave, Merry Christmas, mate. Merry Christmas to you too, mate. Health, wealth and happiness to you and yours. I hope you have a lovely 2026 and you get all the lovely things you wanted. It's not Brentford, no. It is, I'll just tell you, because we're going to be here all day guessing, aren't we? It's Nottingham Forest. I'm going to check which one it was, actually. I'm curious now. Nottingham Forest season 2022-23. We'll fact check this now, because this isn't my question. You know that, by the way. This is a question gifted to me this Christmas. So we'll have a look. August 2022, Nottingham Forest allegedly fielded an all-British 11 in August 2022. They played 5 games in August 2022. So it could be one of them, any one of them. Was it the first game of the season, maybe? It might have been. Bishmali says, I think Forest is the most forgettable club. And FM No Casual says, probs because you're a child. Valid though, I'm a Chelsea fan at 22, sorry. But I do live in Surf London? You're a turncoat then, aren't you? Surely you should be supporting Palace if you're a Surf Londoner. You can't be supporting Chelsea if you're a Surf Londoner. Right, can I skip this now? Because I want to try and find out the team that Nottingham Forest fielded. Got it, fine, whatever, come on. Show me the team. Match report, I want the lineups. Where's the lineups? Forest lineup. Yeah, well, it wasn't that one. Definitely wasn't the first game of the season. Timbo says, Key, I've got a Chelsea shirt with Estevar on it coming in the post for you, mate. Merry Christmas. No chance. Not having a mid player like him on. No chance. I'll stick to me Christmas PJs. Thank you very much, sir. How did 3-star Reds not get that? I don't know. I mean, it's a difficult one, to be fair. 3-star Reds is key. I have got the game showing live stream pictures on YT. You've got the game. You've got the game on YouTube, have you? Have you got the game on YouTube? Is the game being broadcast on YouTube? Don't say that. Christ on me. Everyone will flee. Everyone will leave if you say that. I don't think it is. I hope it's not. Anyway. OB, do you support a Prem club? I do, mate. I'm a Liverpool fan, but this is what I do for a living. I watch games of football with you and anyone who wants to watch along every single day. So I've done over 500 games in 2025. We are currently on... I don't know the exact number, but we're watching Al-Riyadh against Al-Ettifaq in the Saudi Pro League currently. So yeah, we watch a nice varied mix of teams all around the world, and it's currently 0-0 in the Saudi Pro League. But yeah, Nottingham Forest. I am gonna try and find the lineup for that one because it's intriguing. It wasn't the first game of the season. Maybe it was the second. I wonder if it was the second game. West Ham. Maybe it was the West Ham game. No, it can't be the West Ham game because Tayo Awoniyi scored. It could have been the Everton game. Maybe it was against Everton. Let's have a look at that. Forest, Everton. No, Tayo Awoniyi started that one as well, so it can't be the Everton game. Was it Tottenham? Was it Tottenham? Nottingham Forest at home against Tottenham. Yes, it is. Hey, there you go. There you go. That is the last Premier League side to field an all-British 11 was Nottingham Forest against Tottenham in August of 2022. They had Henderson in goal, Worrell, Jack Cork. Oh no, Steve Cook, not Jack Cork. Steve Cook, Worrell, Cook, and McKenna at the back. They had Toffolo and Nico Williams on the wings, Yates and O'Brien in midfield, Gibbs White, Brennan Johnson, Jesse Lingard at centre forward. So there you go. There is that's an interesting one. That I like that. 3-star Reds still getting over the party after our promotion. Scottish HK and Buwigo. What is your prediction? Prediction for this one is Al-Ettifaq to get at least a point. I think they'll get at least a point in this one. Timbo says, so that's why Nigel Farage supports Forest. Does he actually? OB says, yeah, nice, mate, that's good. Liverpool more in the title race than Arsenal still. I don't think we're more in a title race than Arsenal. I don't think we are in a title race. But if we keep going, we're 6 games unbeaten. 4 games in the last 6. We've won. 3 clean sheets. We're getting there. We're turning it around slowly but surely. ZQXV, is Lewis Hall top 5 left-backs in the Prem? Let's ask the chat. Is Lewis Hall the top 5 in the top 5 left backs currently in the Premier League? If you were doing your top 5 left backs in the Prem, who would you have? If I was doing my top 5 left backs, I think you'd have to include. See, I think Nico O'Reilly's fantastic. I think you'd have to say Calafiori. But again, can you include Nico O'Reilly and Milos Kerkez, even though they're so young? Milos Kerkez, team of the year last year, he was fantastic. Nico O'Reilly, I think he'll start for England at left back. Lewis Hall's been brilliant. Anthony Robinson's been great for so long, hasn't he? I think he probably is. I would say he probably is, yeah. I think Lewis Hall probably does make top 5. But he's very close. 3-star Red says no. But he is close. Okay. Timbo, Cucurella, Gvardiol, O'Reilly. You can't have 2 from City. Gvardiol and O'Reilly. Judd says nobody watches Saudi if they don't have a... Well, that's not... Categorically, that is not true. Because I can tell you, I've got... I think it's going to be double chance Al-Ettifaq, but I haven't put anything on it. I assure you. I haven't got anything on it. Gvardiol, Robinson, Truffert, Early Gaming, how's it going? Truffert's been a bit of a letdown recently, I think, for Bournemouth. Started the season very well, though. Gvardiol's a centre-back. Mulder, I think Lewis Skelly's so overrated, in my opinion. I agree. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Are we close to kick-off here, second half? What's going on? Surely we should be kicking off second half here now. Very, very close to second half kick-off. There is literally about 10 people in the whole stadium, I think. Oh, this is the Egypt Capital Cup. Jake, what time are you live tomorrow? I am live tomorrow at 3:30 for Egypt against South Africa, and then straight after that, I'm live for who am I live for tomorrow? Man United Newcastle. Christ, how did I forget that? Right, hang on a second. Let me get the second half going. Apologies. Okay, perfect. Right, we're off for the second half. Ernie, my family tried gravy for the first time and they loved it. They also told me to thank you. What a guy. Mate, I love that. Fantastic. I'm glad I've inspired you with gravy this year. That sounded awful. I apologise. I'm glad I've given you inspiration to try gravy. GRGNLNDSY. Surely I've got to pronounce that better. Grogan Lindsay. Merry Christmas, Key. Have you had your Christmas dinner? I have, mate, yes. I had my Christmas dinner. I had beef, chicken. I've got turkey. I've got a little bit of turkey downstairs. I've managed to do it without spilling any down me, which I think is pretty impressive in a white PJs set. Moussa Dembele has just been absolutely scythed down there, going into the penalty area, but it's not a penalty. It's a free kick to Al-Ettifaq on the edge of the box. Absolutely clattered. Free kick to Al-Ettifaq on the edge of the box. Rangers for Clips. How's it going? FM No Casuals. I'm away to Gateshead Carlisle tomorrow. Could get a Jimmy Glass type ending in that one. Timbo, is Livramento a better left back than Hall? I think Livramento's just brilliant, isn't he? You can play him anywhere. He's fantastic. Jake, Merry Christmas, fella. How's it going, Jake? And Kissinger says, Manda un salve pro Brasil. I don't know what that means, but fantastic. Love to see you. Michael Key, are you not covering the Boxing Day Championship matches tomorrow? I'm not, no. I'm really not. No, I am watching Egypt v South Africa, followed by Man United against Newcastle. They are the two games I'm doing. Hey, there's a possible red card here. It's being checked. There might be a red card here for Al-Riyadh. I think it's going to be checked as well. I think we might be on for a red card here for Riyadh. Al-Ettifaq could be getting a big advantage here. As the ball is, I think, is it going to be because of a? It's not for violent conduct. Maybe it's for him being the last man. Oh. Yeah, it's got to be because he was last man. He is last man, isn't he? That's got to be a red card. I think that's a red card. Al-Riyadh should be down to 10 here. Timbo, got my Christmas dinner now, Key. See you later after my food coma. Good lad, yeah, we'll see you soon, mate. Have a good one. Don't get it all down you. Get a bib. Make sure you don't get your gravy all down you. It's still being checked. I think this one... It's a bit harsh, but I think it is a red card, isn't it? If you're watching along, the referee's... Yeah, here we go. I think he's going to take the yellow out and cancel it, and it's going to be a red card. Straight red. Oh, straight red for Al-Riyadh. They're down to 10. Why is it? See, look at that. They've give on flash scores. They've given a red card to Al-Ettifaq. It's not Al-Ettifaq. It's number 23. It's Al-Kabari who's been sent off. Al-Kabari of Al-Riyadh has been sent off, the centre-back, for absolutely smashing into Moussa Dembele. It's a clear red card. It's an absolutely crystal clear red card. Georgina, don't remember changing my username, but apparently I have. Oh, Georgina, I think we've spoke before, Georgina. Yeah, I was going to say, of course, I remember Georgina. I remember the username, Georgina. I don't remember that specific one, but apparently you've changed it. There you go. Scottish JHK, Man United v Newcastle will be fun. 2-0 Newcastle. Didn't think Plastic could cry until Ferguson retired. I'm looking forward to that one. I think Newcastle will get the win. I agree with you. Free kick just outside the area for Al-Ettifaq. Come on. Come on. I'm hoping for an Al-Ettifaq goal here. Gini Wijnaldum's over it. Come on, Gini. Jorginho Wijnaldum up against Milan Borjan, the goalkeeper of Al-Riyadh. While Al-Kabari's taking a long walk around the pitch. Gini Wijnaldum right-footed. It's right on the edge of the penalty area. About maybe 20, 25 yards out, but just right of centre. Wijnaldum, strike. Straight into the wall. Poor. Very, very poor. Steve, can we change United's club's name to make a Wish FC if Newcastle win? Sure. They're hanging on here now, Al-Riyadh. They're already giving the ball away far too cheaply. It's all pointing to an away win here. Right, should we carry on the quiz? What was we up to? We'll do blue. We'll start on blue. Guilty Spark, how's it going, mate? Merry Christmas, Key, and everyone in the chat. Lots of love, mate. Who are the only 3 players from Manchester United's class of 92 not to have played for other clubs? There you go. General knowledge. Blue question. Who are the only 3 players from Manchester United's class of 92 not to have played for other clubs? Get your answers in the chat. Erdy, I also forgot to say happy holidays. Lots of love. Akem says, do you think there will be 2 goals? I'm just hoping for 1. It's always hard when a team gets a man sent off, so I think it's going to be tough for Al-Ettifaq now to break them down. Al-Riyadh will just sit deep. They'll try to, hold what they have. They've got a point up to this point, but, Al-Ettifaq are going to push on and try and pinch a winner. They've got the extra man now. They've had all the pressure in the game. They've hit the post in the first half. And now they've got the extra man with Al-Kabari, the centre-back of Al-Riyadh, getting sent off. Great player on the edge of the box there. Good defending. Right. Mulzer says Gary Neville, Giggs and Scholes. Correct. Gary Neville, Giggs and Scholes. Dale, impressive top. It's a new Swansea away kit, mate. Can you imagine? Right, we've done blue. Oh, back to green. What was the name of the infamous 2010 FIFA World Cup official ball known for swerving? That's swerving. What was the name of the infamous 2010 FIFA World Cup official ball? It was Adidas. What was it called? Guilty Spark, forgive spelling, Jumbalani. Jabulani, I'll let you off. It was along the same lines. Jabulani, MT's got it right. Yeah, Jabulani, the Adidas Jabulani was the one. On to throwback football. Which was the first French team to win the European Cup in 1993? First French team. And there was an element of controversy around it as well, wasn't there? Huge element of controversy around it, if I remember correctly. The Arsenal ball. It was a Zulu word the ball was named after. Was it really? Jabulani? Is that Zulu? Yeah, so which team was the first French team to win the European Cup in 1993? It wasn't Nice, Nathan, no. Mulzer, correct. Guilty Spark, it was Marseille, yeah. Marseille, the only two French teams has won the Champions League. The other one, PSG this year. Very true. And Mulzer says, got done way paying the ref, I'm sure. Well, it wasn't. That wasn't the reason that they were... it was controversial. That wasn't the reason it was controversial, no. The reason that was given for Marseille, basically, it's still seen as very, very controversial because in 92-93, Marseille won Liga. They won the league championship. However, they were found guilty of paying a club to lose a game against them. So, as a result, they were banned from the competition, or they were relegated, I think, and the title was stripped of them. And that was the domestic season in 92-93. However, in Europe, all the players in that Marseille side, Marcel Desailly, Cascarino, Chris Waddle, there were some great players in that Marseille side. They all came out after the game and said the president of Marseille was giving us injections and medications to help us, like performance-enhancing drugs. Oh, chance for Al-Riyadh! Oh, what a save! Nearly 1-0. Huge opportunity on the counter-attack. Yeah, all the Marseille players basically allege that the president instructed them to take performance-enhancing drugs during the Champions League run and I think even before the final. So, yeah, massively, massively controversial, that one. Mulzer, sure they not Rangers out that year. A great Rangers side as well. Hey, Sam, Merry Christmas, sir. Sending love. Same to you, mate. Lots of love to yours. To you and yours. Love you lots, mate. I really do. Miss you lots as well. I really miss you. I miss your scent. I miss your musk. Right. Olympique Marseille against AC Milan. They use steroids. And this shy boy. Merry Christmas, Key, and all. Happy to see everyone here and spending some time with you all. Lots of love, mate. Hope you're doing well. Lots of love stateside. Shell says, Merry Crimbo. It's still 0-0 here in Riyadh. Riyadh 0, Al-Ettifaq 0. Al-Riyadh having some chances on the counter-attack, though, it has to be said. I miss your musk. I think when all this is over, you and I should get an apartment together. Right. I need to stop saying things when they creep up in the old noggin there. Right, yellow. Which Premier League player set a new record for the most left-footed goals? Which current Premier League player set a record for the most left-footed goals? Noah says, I got a MetaQuest 3S for Christmas. I have no idea what that is, but fantastic. Are they the ones? Are they the glasses? Are they the? Yeah, I can't even use them. Jake Salah, it was Mo Salah. Most left-footed goals for the player in the Premier League, it was Mo Salah. Dan Burn. Empty says, Feliz Navidad. Yeah, it was not Dan Burn, I can assure you. Mo Salah is correct, Akeem. Which former Tottenham manager has competed in the Dakar Rally? This is a general knowledge question. General knowledge question. Which former Tottenham manager has competed in the Dakar Rally? It's not Haaland and it's not Mahrez. No, it is Mo Salah. NFC Isaac, class shirt. That one is. I have the home, Adrian. Adrian says I had the navy blue third kit. Love it. I think this one might have just been ruled out for offside, was it? No, corner. Not Martin Jol and not Ange Postecoglou. No, not Pochettino either. Which former Tottenham manager has competed in the Dakar Rally? Not Harry Redknapp. No, he's also a former Chelsea manager. That should give the game away, really. Former Tottenham and Chelsea manager. Vamos plus 05, Vivaldo. And Oziel says ETT win. I think Al-Ettifaq should get the win. I'm hoping they get the win anyway. There you go. AVB, not Jose Mourinho, no. Although, hey, I didn't even think of that. I was thinking that's going to give the game away, isn't it? A Tottenham and Chelsea manager. I thought Villas-Boas is the only one. But no, I completely forgot Mourinho managed Tottenham. I've had too much Coca-Cola today. Yeah, Andre Villas-Boas. Right. Green, we're back on the world stage. Who won the Best Young Player Award at the FIFA World Cup in Qatar 2022? Best Young Player at FIFA World Cup 2022. Empty says I got 15 pairs of socks. Lovely. And Adam says who's had the better chances? In this game, I think Al-Riyadh, to be honest. Al-Ettifaq have hit the post and Al-Riyadh have had a player sent off, but do you know what? Riyadh on the counter-attack have had a couple of half-decent chances, even since going down to 10 men. So it wouldn't surprise me at all. We've already seen it, haven't we? In the AFCON earlier this week, Burkina Faso had the extra man, Equatorial Guinea, go a goal in front. Unlucky, nearly a strike in front there. It wasn't Mbappe, no. It was Enzo Fernandez, yes. Reese, entertaining game key. It's so entertaining, mate. We're doing a little quiz. Green, red, yellow and blue quiz questions, which I've been gifted for Christmas. So, yeah, it was Enzo Fernandez, the Best Young Player Award at the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. Red. Right, we're over to red. Who's the first goalkeeper to score in the Premier League? Now, there's a question. That is a very good question. Maroc, which channel, please? You can search on Jacko, Jaco. If you search Jaco, you will find the channel on there. You just have to click sports, and it's there on the stream. So just go to Google, search Jaco. I think it's the Saudi Arabian version of TikTok, but they are broadcasting it live. Shaka Hislop. It's not Shaka Hislop, no. It isn't Shaka Hislop. The first goalkeeper to score a Premier League goal. Not Tim Howard, no. Adrian says, awesome NUFCIs at the home one for my birthday and New Year. Lovely. Daniel says, Hall is barely top 5 English left-backs. Would you say so? No worries, Maroc. Give us a like and a follow for that information if you can. Good lad. Don't forget if you are new around here and you like these types of watch-alongs, we do them every single day on this channel. I am live every day. We're live for 2 games tomorrow. Egypt against South Africa and Manchester United against Newcastle. So if you like this sort of thing, then make sure you give us a like, give us a follow over on YouTube. Really appreciate it. It was, in fact, Peter Schmeichel. Yes, Lisha, you're right. Josh Wardle, dude, celebrate Christmas. Mate, are you not seeing the PJs? Are you missing the PJs? Of course I'm celebrating Christmas. I'm celebrating Christmas with a Christmas quiz, a Christmas game of football, and Christmas PJs. It wasn't Ed De Hoey, no, it was Peter Schmeichel. Ettifaq switch the ball. Moussa Dembele not able to get to it. Poor. Josh Wardle is honestly a mistake on my behalf. It's perfectly natural. Don't worry about it. We all make them. With 202 clean sheets, which goalkeeper has the most clean sheets in the Premier League? Edin says, bro, I'm waiting 1.5. You're not going to get 1.5, I'm telling you. Definitely not 1.5. Wilbur says, do you want to see Vinicius Jr. in the Prem? Sure. I'd be happy with Vinicius Jr. in the Prem. The Legend FK, that one I'll go with Schmeichel. It's not Schmeichel, no, it is Petr Cech. Guilty Spark and Jake get it right. Very, very good. In which stadium did Eric Cantona kung fu kick a fan in the stands? Music Lover says Riyadh win. I don't think we're going to see Riyadh win this one. I think Al-Ettifaq have got it. But there's still time, of course. The Legend of K, I ain't getting any of these right today. I just know it. Hey, you never know. There's still time. Which stadium did Eric Cantona Kung Fu kick a fan in the stands? Where was it? Hey, you got one right. There you go. It was Selhurst Park. That's where he kicked a fan in the stands. Can't remember the fan's name, though. What was the fan's name? He got famous off the back of it, didn't he? The fan who got kicked. Was it Stuart something? Can anyone tell me that? Because that's bugging me now. Who was the fan who got kicked by Eric Cantona? I don't know why I keep thinking it's Stuart something. Help me out before we do the next question. Ivaldo says Chama Goi Narador. I don't know what that means, but love it. Matthew Simmons, correct. I don't know why I'm saying correct like I knew. I said it was Stuart. Matthew Simmons does ring a bell. Fair enough. And Lisha also saying Matthew Simmons. Fair enough. Definitely not Stuart then. Don't know where I got Stuart from. This shy boy says, hey Key, Super Chat wasn't working for me. Wondering how to gift the membership. Would love to help others support you. I don't know. You'd have to ask GHK. Scottish GHK has been gifting memberships, as has 3 Star Red. It's very, very kind of you if you can. That's very, very nice of you to do so. Don't feel under pressure to do so, though, mate. It's very, very kind of you. But don't feel under pressure to do so. Thank you so much. It's just good to have you in the chat and great to have the community that we have on here. It's a long throw into the box here for Al-Ettifaq. It wasn't Xavi Simmons. No, it wasn't Xavi Simmons. Right, where are we up to? Blue. In 2006, what food item was suspected of giving many of the Tottenham Hotspur football team food poisoning before the crucial match against West Ham? And if they'd won that game, I'm pretty sure they would have got Champions League football, wouldn't they? They needed to win that to get Champions League football. And they ended up losing or maybe drawing against West Ham. What game was it? La Pulga says, Merry Christmas, Key. Hope you're having a banging Christmas. Mate, look at the state of me. Look at the state of me. I'm wearing matching Christmas PJs and I've got a glass of Coke. Just enjoying a Christmas quiz with everyone on the channel. So, lots of love, mate. Hopefully all's well with you and your family. And happy Christmas, wealth, health and happiness and all that good stuff for everyone. Wherever you're from, whatever you believe, whatever you follow, whoever you support, lots of love. Honestly, only love. Lisha says lasagna. It was Lasagna Gate. Lasagna Gate, that's what it was called. It wasn't lasagna, it wasn't pizza. Pizza was the one that Arsenal and United was Pizzagate, wasn't it? That's where they launched pizza at each other in the tunnel. Don't know why there was pizza in the tunnel at Old Trafford, but allegedly they threw pizza at each other, Arsenal, Man United. But yeah, Lasagna Gate was specifically Tottenham against West Ham. It was a massive game. At Upton Park, it was West Ham Tottenham, and Tottenham had to win to get Champions League football, and the food got poisoned, allegedly, and all of the players came down with food poisoning. There was about 6 or 7 players who ended up not being able to play. I'm pretty sure Michael Carrick threw up at the side of the pitch in that game as well for Tottenham. And there was a few players who were looking a little bit ropey as well. They played terribly. But yeah, Lasagna Gate. Lisha says, Key, what is that meant to be? The baguette-looking thing on your PJs. Baguette. This. I'm guessing that's a candy cane or a... I mean, there's a gingerbread man. There's a... I don't know, really. I've no idea. I've no idea. I've not a clue. I don't know what it is. Nathan says, Fabregas with the pizza. He come clean with it on League of Your Own. Shay says, Merry Christmas, Key, mate. You'll get a late present tomorrow when Newcastle turn us over. Yeah, so Lasagna Gate, sorry. Legend, it's a candy cane. Maybe it's Harry Kane. Right, we've done that one. Back to green. Come on, we've only got 20 minutes left of this game, by the way. We need to fly through them. Who scored the winning penalty for Italy? In fact, we'll make it even better. Which Premier League player scored the winning penalty for Italy to knock England out of the 2012 UEFA Euros in the penalty shootout? Who was it? Alicia says, Key, if I said to you to meet me at the back of 5, what time are you turning up at? The back of 5? Meet me at the back of 5? I don't know, maybe 5 to 6, 10 to 6, quarter to 6. The back end of 5 o'clock. It's no longer 5 anymore. Towards the end of 5. That would be my logic behind that. I've never heard anyone express that, by the way. The Legend FK said, goodness me, I should know this, but someone will answer this before I remember. It wasn't Jorginho, no. Jorginho missed, doesn't he, or am I wrong? Did Jorginho even play then? 2012, was he still playing? I'm sure he was playing, but was he playing for Italy at that point? No, which Premier League player scored the winning penalty? It wasn't Nocerino, no. Premier League player. Wasn't Mario. Which Premier League player scored the winning penalty for Italy to knock England out of the 2012 UEFA Euros in the penalty shootout? My memory hasn't been the same since I ate that candy cane. Wasn't Mario. No, wasn't Mario. Al-Ettifaq in Dembele! 1-0! Al-Ettifaq have scored! Is he onside? That's the only question. Offside! Oh, it's tight. It's snug. It's very, very snug. Ex-Fulham centre-forward. Ex-Celtic centre-forward. Moussa Dembele. Was he on? Oh, this is going to be tight. I think he might just be offside. Oh, it's a great finish. It's a wonderful, incisive pass. Beat the offside trap, maybe. And he smashes it near post past the keeper. There's going to be a VAR check on this one. Checking whether or not it is offside or not. They're going to get the lines out on this one. It's going to be very, very tight. It wasn't Zola, no. Lisa says, thank you, it's in the name. People will tell you 410, 415. Back of 5. This one has stumped me. I can't think. No, it wasn't Zola. It wasn't Balotelli. It was actually Diamanti. Do you remember Diamanti? He used to play for West Ham. Alessandro, I think his name was Alessandro. Alessandro Diamanti. Used to play for West Ham. Yeah, he was the one who scored, according to this, the winning penalty. Diamanti. Sorry. Yeah, Diamanti scored the winning penalty. Pele. Pele played for 2 club teams in his career. Who were they? 2 club teams in his career. Mate Glick, goal or no? No goal. No goal. It was ruled out. Offside. Offside, sadly. No goal. So still 0-0. It is offside, Molesy, yeah. Temjem, I thought it was Ken Livingston. Any thoughts on Captain and Ekatiki? I don't know, mate. I don't know. Not this weekend. I think we're going to struggle. Guilty Sparks is the club Neymar played for. Yeah, well, Santos is one of them. You've got Santos, but there's only other one. There you go, La Pulga. It was Santos and New York Cosmos. Absolutely correct, yeah. New York Cosmos was the other one. 2 very, very good sides, although one of them doesn't exist anymore, I don't think. Guess which one? Right. Premier League. Which entertainment service showed Premier League matches for the first time in the 2019-20 season? It's a bit crap, but there you go. This is, again, I'm just reading out the questions as they come. Some of these are a bit rubbish, but, you know, just fly through them. We'll keep up with them. We'll do as best we can. No goal. Vitor Almeida, no goal, no. It wasn't TNT, no, it was Amazon Prime. There you go, Amazon Prime, that one. General knowledge. You are a champion. How to be the best you can be is a 2021 book co-written by which footballer? Played for England, plays for England. Which current England footballer? You are a champion. How to be the best you can be is a 2021 book written by which current English footballer? Current English footballer. Not Bellingham, no. You are a champion. How to be the best you can be. It's like a self-help book, that, isn't it? It's a very tight offside, that. I didn't think that was offside. Snug. Very snug. Marcus Rashford will. Correct. Lisha gets it right. And Will gets it right, yeah. Wasn't Foden. Marcus Rashford got that one. Kuka has gone off for Al-Ettifaq. Which football player has won the Champions League with 3 different clubs? Sorry, which Dutch football player has won the Champions League with 3 different clubs? Solution Uwe says the players all ate too much of couscous yesterday evening. It's so boring. La Pulga says, did Amazon not start in 2019? Yeah, Amazon started in 2019-20 according to that question. Amazon Prime. First time they broadcast Premier League football was 2019-20. Seedorf is correct, La Pulga. Yes. Clarence Seedorf, Dutch footballer who won the Champions League with 3 clubs. Which clubs? Should get that one. I mean, that's kind of an extra question, I guess. Which 3 clubs did Seedorf win the Champions League with? The Legend FK says Amazon Prime itself has been around since 2007. I've shopped there since 2001. How would you even know that? Ajax, Real Madrid and AC. Excellent answers, Adam and Lisha, correct. Who was the first woman to win football's Ballon d'Or Feminine award? The first woman to win the football Ballon d'Or Feminine award. I have to freely admit I wouldn't have got that. Not Mia Hamm, no. Bonmati, no. What nationality? Do you know what? I am obviously that much of a raging misogynist. I can't even tell you what nationality this lady is. Norwegian. Norwegian. It's not Alexis Putea. No. Norwegian. Yep. Hegerberg. Ada Hegerberg. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Norwegian. The first woman to win the football Ballon d'Or Feminine Award was Ada Hegerberg. Hegerberg. Would never have got that, freely admit. Haaland's sister. What was the original name of Arsenal Football Club? Right, corner kick for Al-Ettifaq. Cleared away at the near post. Come on, we desperately need a goal here. So poor. Can't see this one finish. 0-0 on Christmas Day. Is this really what we're being given? Is this what we're being served up? Boring FC, says Lisha. You're doing nothing to dispel my... the allegations that I'm an absolute anti-Arsenal fan. Vitor says, what bad luck. Yeah. Shell says, Bunny Shaw. No. No, it wasn't. The original name of Arsenal Football Club, Bottlers FC. Guilty Sparks says, Reese would know this. Adam, there you go. Adam's got it. It's Dial Square. The original name of Arsenal Football Club was Dial Square. Dial Square. Would never have got that. I can't even ask that question. It's that bad. I'm trying to be a bit more selective. How many Premier League clubs has Roy Hodgson managed? And can you name them? You've got to give the answer and name them. How many Premier League clubs has Roy Hodgson managed and can you name them? $80 81 minutes on the clock. This is so bad. El Cantasy, hello, Merry Christmas from Florida. Wow, love it. Lots of love to Florida. Merry Christmas to you and yours as well. Stick around. We need some more Florida people in the chat. Give us a like, give us a follow if you're new. Mulder says Fulham, Blackburn, Liverpool, Palace, West Brom. At least 37 guilty spark. Bottles FC is better. I agree, Steve. I couldn't agree more. Come on, Al-Ettifaq. Let's get a goal. Let's finish Christmas Day with a goal. Gotta be a goal in this one. Watford, Liverpool, Fulham, Palace as Ben. 5, Liverpool, Palace. Only can name 2. Legend FK. He managed Blackburn Rovers for definite. Palace and Pool. Come on, we need a clear answer. I need a proper answer before I can give you the full debrief. This game will end 0-0. Both teams will score. None, says Bobo Enganado. Sorry, Bobo. How many Premier League clubs has Roy Hodgson managed and can you name them? Guilty Sparks says, was he not at QPR as well? 7, says Adam. I'll tell you this, it is 6. It isn't 7, it isn't 5. It is 6. Ben saying Watford, Blackburn, Fulham, Liverpool, Palace. They are all correct. And West Brom, correct, yes. Absolutely right. Alicia says, key to see your set of plates you told us I bought fancy sets of plates for guests. I don't even like guests. Uganda, explain. We're not even on the AFCON and you're still dropping AFCON puns. This is out of order, Alicia. It's out of order, mate. Twisted Fate says, big up Key. Hope you and the family had a great birthday. Birthday? It's not my birthday. It's the birthday of our Lord. Sweet Jesus. No, it's certainly not birthday, mate. Christmas, but Merry Christmas to you and yours. The Legend FK says he actually managed Blackburn Rovers. Well, he did, yeah. He managed... Did I read them all out? Blackburn Rovers, Fulham, Liverpool, West Brom, Crystal Palace and Watford. They are the 6 clubs that Roy Hodgson has managed to date. He may well come back at some point. I'm sure they'll reel him back in at some point when a club is dying to get a manager back in. Who once said... Alright, here we go. Which legendary English footballer once said, football is a simple game. 22 men chase a ball for 90 minutes and at the end, the Germans win. I meant Christmas, for fuck's sake. Which legendary English footballer once said, football's a simple game, 22 men chase a ball for 90 minutes and at the end, the Germans win. Who said that? Some guy. It wasn't Ray Clements, and it wasn't Alan Hansen. Famously not English, Alan Hansen. Jake Fitzpatrick wasn't Rio Ferdinand, wasn't Peter Shilton, no. But again, you're thinking along the right lines. Someone who's been hurt by the Germans as an English footballer. Alicia, fancy a Saudi Arabia, what, related quiz? I don't know if we're going to cover many more Saudi Pro League games, I'll be honest. Not if the quality is like this. It's been a boring day, says Twisted Fate. It's been a boring game, this one. I really thought we'd get better. 5 minutes left in this one. I really thought we'd see a goal in this game, but so far it's been very poor. Chance! Oh, has it stayed out? Oh, how's it stayed out? Get it in! Oh my God, these are terrible. How has that stayed out? Oh my God, Milan Borjan just made an absolute world-class save. I tell you what, Al-Ettifaq, sweet Lord. Gary Lineker, it is Gary Lineker. Yes, that is who said at the end the Germans always win. You're absolutely right. Belfast City Airport is named after which Northern Irish football player? Come on, you've got to get that one. Belfast City Airport named after which Irish player? Northern Irish player. It wasn't Terry Butcher, it was Gary Lineker. Jake, will this be the first 0-0 on the channel if it ends 0-0? Oh God, no. We've done plenty of 0-0s on here. Actually, that's a lie. That's not true. We haven't done plenty of 0-0s. But we've done a few. What was the last 0-0 we actually did on the channel? The last 0-0 we did was... It's not many. There really isn't that many. Nearly always get a goal. There's been some boring games. Like Everton-Bournemouth was pretty boring, but it was still 1-0 at the end. 0-0s. Oh, there you go. Vélez Sarsfield against River Plate. We did a game in the Argentinian Primera Division. That was just over, I think, 5-6 weeks ago. And that one was 0-0. Vélez Sarsfield against River Plate. We did that game, and that one finished 0-0. So that was the last 0-0 we did on this channel. George Best, absolutely correct. He is the player who Belfast City Airport was named after. Hossam, Egypt v South Africa predictions. I think Egypt will win that one, and I think Mo Salah will score. So I'm gonna go for 2-1 Egypt. Yeah, 2-1 Egypt. Jaden, what match tomorrow? We've got 2 matches tomorrow, Jaden. We're doing Egypt South Africa, which is a 4 PM kickoff. I'll be live for 3:30, and then I'm also live at 8 o'clock. For Manchester United against Newcastle. Big game in the Premier League, so I'll be live for that one. Back to Premier League footy tomorrow. No more Saudi Arabian Pro League. We'll be watching the Premier League again. Twisted Fate, I heard the capital city is a great place to meet people. Everyone there is so Riyadhi to make friends. Ah, oh, these are bad. These are really bad. These are really bad. Key, what's your prediction? United v Newcastle. Honestly, mate, I think Newcastle will get the win there. I fancy Newcastle to get a result at Old Trafford. What do you reckon, though? Do you think Newcastle can? Their away form's not brilliant, is it? But United not doing so well either, and obviously a lot of players missing for United. No Bruno Fernandes, no Brian Mbeumo, no Amad Diallo, no Mazraoui. You know, the players they have got are not necessarily firing, so yeah. Hossam says 4 PM kickoff for you. Where are you based? I'm in the UK. Yeah. UK. So 4 PM for Egypt v South Africa tomorrow. And then 8 PM thereafter. Free kick in the box for Al-Ettifaq. Or not free kick in the box. Free kick opportunity to put it in the box for Al-Ettifaq. Newcastle will beat United, says Brendan. Oh, I hope so. I really, really hope so. I really, really hope so. Come on, let's get a late winner. Late winner will do us nicely. Ball whipped in. Oh! It's in! It's 1-0, is it? Please be onside this time. Please be onside. They've pinched it. I think they have. I think we've got a late Christmas Day winner. We've got a late winner on Christmas Day. Al-Ettifaq's nicked it at the end. Milan Borjan, the goalkeeper's absolutely devastated this time. He's been heroic today. Pulled off some absolutely fantastic saves. But it is finally 1-0 to Al-Ettifaq. Gini Wijnaldum is loving it. It's Calvo with the goal, I think. It's a great ball in, actually. It's all about the free kick, this. It's whipped in. Is he on? Oh, he's miles onside. And it's a free header off the post and in. Get in there. Fantastic. Get in. Al-Ettifaq. Calvo, the centre-back, number 5, great ball in by Medran, I think it was, the ex-Real Madrid midfielder, Medran, puts the ball in, and little bit lucky, but it's a header, and it's in, and it's 1-0 Al-Ettifaq. Yes! We're not doing 0-0s on Christmas Day on this channel. Get in there, we've got a 1-0. We've got a winner. I love that. Adam says, do you give Brighton a chance against Arsenal since they beat City already? No, I don't. Listen, do you know what? Arsenal aren't playing terrifically lately. They were poor against Palace. They were poor against Wolves. They certainly can be, and they were poor against Villa. We know they can be got at Arsenal. So it wouldn't be surprising if Brighton were to get something, but honestly, I don't think so. No. Knowing Arsenal, they'll probably scrape a win. I agree, mate. Yeah, again, this is what's happening with Arsenal this season. They're bound to win the league. The ball's bouncing in off their arse in the last minute, and when that happens, you know, when they're not playing well but they're still getting the wins, that's when you know it's just made for them. They're going to win the league. Hossam says Arsenal haven't scored an open play goal for 3 games. Can't keep getting away with it. We've been saying that all season though, haven't we, Hossam? It feels like they've been doing that all season. I remember the Fulham game earlier in the season at Craven Cottage. They scored basically that sort of goal against Fulham. You know, they had I think it was a corner, set piece FC, header, and it was going wide, and it hits Trossard on like the thigh and bounces in. It's just that sort of goal they keep getting. And until someone finds out a way to stop them, then I don't know. I have no idea. I've no idea how they're going to turn it around. Three-star Reds, thanks for bringing Premier League Dad into our home at Christmas Key. More of the same for Christmas 2026, please. I really hope so, mate. I really, really hope so. And thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for supporting the channel. You have no idea, absolutely no idea how much it means to me. I can't tell you. It really, really does. I get a little bit emotional. I'm not even kidding. It really, really means an awful lot when people support the channel, even if it's just turning up every single day and talking and chatting away, chatting shite with me. I love it. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. So, and even like obviously even more so when you do the things that you've done today, 3-star. It really, really is lovely. So thank you so much. I massively appreciate it. To everyone that keeps turning up and watching the games with us, it's lovely. But I'm not gonna go I won't go too emotional too early because we still got the game on. Come on. We've still got the game on. Legend FK says, for anyone to beat Arsenal, they need to take the match to them like Villa did. Chance for Al-Riyadh. No, big save. Big save for Al-Riyadh. Fabian Anton says 1-1. It's not 1-1. No. It's not 1-1. It is still 1-0. Still 1-0. We should have had a pen v Arsenal, says Shell. I agree, Shell. I agree. Twisted Fate, I do chat a lot of shit. To be honest, I feel called out. You're just fitting in then, mate. If you're on the channel and you're in the community with us, you're chatting shit, you're banging, you're basically joining in the fun. That's what everyone's like. Come on. I think the game's nearly dead and buried now. Spencer Richardson, just don't let the ball go out for a corner and guaranteed a draw against Arsenal. And Adam says thoughts on Rodrigo Mendoza at Elche. I can't say I can speak intelligently about Rodrigo Mendoza, mate. I'll be honest. I can talk intelligently about a few footballers and quite a few teams, but I've not watched a lot of Elche this season, sadly. How many minutes have we got added on at the end here, by the way? 5 added minutes. I think we've only got 60 seconds or so left. Long ball over the top, and Al-Ettifaq in here. It could be 2. Oh, the keeper! What are you doing? Oh, he's cleared it away. I thought he'd missed it. I thought he'd come out and miss that. But they're on the counter attack again here, Al-Ettifaq. It's all Al-Ettifaq. It's all Al-Ettifaq here. Gini Wijnaldum, great ball in. It should be 2. It should be 2. It's got to be 2. And it is 2. Surely. 2-0. There you go. 2-0 Al-Ettifaq. And it's my mate Gini Wijnaldum. Gini Wijnaldum with the second. Gini Wijnaldum. Gini Wijnaldum. Yes. There you go, 2-0, Al-Ettifaq. 2-0. Genie with the goal. I thought we'd get a goal today. Tom Barbien, I've just stumbled across your live and I like your vibe, Key. You're easy to listen to. Tell that to the wife, mate. Tell that to the wife. No, listen, Tom, massively appreciate you joining me, and really, that's a really nice comment for someone who's just landed on the channel. And believe me, we got some lovely, lovely people in the chat. Really, really lovely people who make this channel. So stick around, get chatting to them. There's some great guys and gals in there who've made the channel what it is this year, and will be with us in 2026, hopefully. Genie Wijnaldum adding the second, adding a bit of gloss to this result for Al-Ettifaq. And we've actually got a result we can be proud of on Christmas Day. Al-Riyadh 0, Al-Ettifaq 2. Full time in the Saudi Pro League. That game's done and dusted now. Hey, I'm happy. I'm made up with that one. Streaming on Christmas. Dedication, Ernest. Good to see you, Ernest. Long time no see. Yeah, streaming every day. Like you know me, mate. Dedicated. Grafting. Certificate key. I didn't want to leave the coast because I was so dedicated. You can't be switching from AFCON related puns to Saudi Pro League related puns now. We can't be doing it. We're better than that. We're better than that. So dedicated. Right. I am done for Christmas. That's me finished for Christmas. I am going to be back tomorrow. I'm going to be back tomorrow for 2 games. Hopefully you'll follow me. Hopefully you'll give us a like and a subscribe on this channel. I'll be back tomorrow at 4 p.m, 3:30 p.m. for the 4 p.m. kickoff for Egypt. Mo Salah's Egypt against South Africa in the African Cup of Nations 2025. Big game, that one. Egypt, can they follow up? Well, actually, both teams have had a win, haven't they? South Africa won their first group game. Egypt won their first group game. So, yeah. Can either of them follow it up with back-to-back wins and secure their place in the knockout rounds? We'll see. And then the big Premier League clash at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Newcastle against Manchester United at Old Trafford. I'll be live for that one too. So hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow night. Lots of love. Have a lovely, lovely Christmas evening with your family. And yeah, remember, it's not what's under the tree, it's who's around it. And today, we was all round the Premier League dad tree, even if from round the world, wherever you was watching this. Lots of love, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Take it easy. Enjoy your Christmas.